There we go. How about that? Now we got some audio, right? Now we got some audio. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. How's everybody doing? I don't know what happened earlier. We just had a little bit of an internet outage there for a bit. I don't know why. I'll probably never know. But I couldn't do. Everything was working fine. I was actually spending quite a bit of time on these links. You see these links over here? I was working on these links, and then I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to start. Ready to kick the stream off, and then I couldn't connect. So, anyways, I went outside and I hung up a new camera. Who won the Ender 3? You know what? Somebody did tell me who it was, and I can't remember his name, but he did write me a message and said thanks. I guess I don't know. Does it? I don't even know what happened to that website. That's Wudi. Wudi's learning, I think, sometimes how to do some of these things, and it's interesting how their position works, their job, of being these guys that, their job is to promote stuff and to get it in front of our eyes. And so I think that was maybe even somebody else's website, and he was kind of just using it to host that thing or whatever. Oh, Jordan, thanks, brother. Appreciate that, man. I love that beard, dude. Love that beard. It's awesome. You guys can't see Jordan's beard. Oh, you can. If you're on YouTube, you can. Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, go Raptors. What time's that game start? Pretty soon, doesn't it? Is it starting in about 45 minutes or something? We should definitely be done so that everybody can go watch the game. Oh no, Dying Life says his Home Assistant VM crashed. Thanks, Will, for the direction. Been working all day to rebuild. Too bad I didn't have a good backup. My latest one was 17 weeks old. Dude, bummer. Hey, I know a guy that did a video about how to back stuff up, Dying Life. You know who he is? Looks like this. It's two thumbs. This guy. Yeah, it's do the Google backup, the Google Drive backup one, man. It's awesome. It is awesome. Totally reliable. You linked it to him. Perfect. Thank you, Will. Appreciate that. Having problems with ESP32 from Banggood and ESP Home Fast LED and NeoPixel WS2812s. Effect like Rainbow just goes for like 5 seconds, then ESP reboots, and the only way to get it running is reflash. So I don't know, Jane, about ESP32 and some of the NeoPixel stuff. And Fast LED specifically, I think, doesn't. At least this was, this is information that's a few months old. Hold on, the girls are hollering. Let me close the door. Anyways, it came up when we were doing Christmas lights. So a few months back, 6 months. But at the time, I remember, I think it was Rob, Hookup Rob, was saying that ESP32s and Fast LED didn't play well together. I don't know if that's, to what extent that is the cause of your problem, but it's certainly possible. Have you tried it with an ESP8266, like a Node MCU or D1 Mini instead? And see if you don't have that problem. Rainbow shouldn't be a terribly complicated one, but I'm not sure. So, hey, quick news update. Your wife gave birth to her son on Thursday. You named him Thursday? It's weird, man. Oh, no, congratulations. That's awesome. Home automation projects may have to take a backseat for a while. Totally understand, man. Congratulations, dude. That's awesome. What's his name? Or yes, your son. So what is his name, since it's not Thursday probably? It does work well with the D1 Mini. Yeah, Jane, I think your problem is the fact that you're using an ESP32 and the Fast LED library. Kind of bummer, right? I mean, those ESP32s. Oh, you know what, Jane? I don't know if Paul's here tonight. Holy cow, Carlton. Dude, thanks, man. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Gosh. Anyways, thanks you. Carlton just gave me a very nice little tip there. Appreciate that, buddy. Whenever you do that, you can type a message in. I don't know how it works because I haven't been on that end, but you type a message in, it'll say it out loud. So send a message, Carlton, and I'll say it out loud. No, I appreciate your generosity, my friend. That's awesome. Thank you. So back to what we were talking about, the ESP32. Oh, yeah. The new, Quinn LED, Quindor, he has a new version version 4, or maybe he's calling it the quad, or I can't remember what he's calling it, but there should be one in the mail on its way to me from Paul M pretty soon. And it is supposed to do that kind of stuff, digital LED, colored LED stuff really well. And it is based on an ESP32. I'm almost positive. I think everything he's done lately is based on ESP32. So I would guess that would be a good option, whatever libraries and such that he uses. So you could actually try, if you go to Intermit Tech, gosh, do I not have Quindor? Let's see, if I do this, somewhere in there might be something for Quindor. It's probably going to give you, the beta Nightbot thing, and look and see if there's a link in there for Quindor's website. But I think it's just called Intermit Tech, like intermit.tech. And look and see if his stuff is there, but he may have a good sketch for that stuff. So few sleepless nights, but happy family here. Happy to be able to tune in. Well, thanks for tuning in, man. That's awesome. Tony, hey, man, how's it going? I've been looking at your Facebook pictures. I noticed you what did you do? You went to a wedding of somebody, like an old friend, and took some pictures with, were those your kids, or who are those guys you were with? But yeah, I saw your pictures, man. Glad you're here. Glad you're doing well. Hey, Jenny's here too. Late stream, 1:15 a.m. Yes, sorry. I was hoping to do, well, I couldn't do yesterday. We had some company in town, and so I was being a good host. I couldn't do yesterday, and then I was hoping to do earlier today, but got off work later than I want, and then had internet problems. Just didn't have internet, and it's kind of hard to stream that way. I temporarily thought about streaming from my phone if I couldn't get in on another way, but this worked out better. Finally got it working. DrZzs, what's up? What is that working? Oh, that's cool. It's Restreambot from Twitch. Oh, it is working finally. Oh, so everybody in YouTube now is seeing the chat from Twitch. Oh, good. They got that working. Hey, DrZzs, how's it going, man? The other day I went back and watched that clip of your little dancey guy. Anytime you want to send that to me just as is, I will happily receive it. You don't have to do any more work to it if you're too busy and such. I thought that was super cool. So not there, Doc. Nothing for Quindor. Oh, okay. Well then, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. And then my wife is screaming. Oh. Bad news, your basement flooded. No, good news. Watched your video on flashing the Sonoff and using sensors, just waiting on the mailman to deliver everything. Oh, okay. Well, Jamie, sorry that it was coming too late to save you from this flood, but yeah, in fact, I need to go check the battery and stuff in that. I would expect it would give a battery signal, a low battery signal, but if the RF bridge isn't set up to detect the low battery signal, then I don't know if it really would. If it really would do it. Is that it, DrZzs? Is that it? Oh, look what you've done. Ooh. Oh, very nice. So you mounted the USB adapter right onto it. Is that what you did? You glued it on there? Custom Wi-Fi enabled RGB LED strip controller. Nice. Nicely done. Yeah, you could do it with just a regular old Sonoff, right? Oh, speaking of which, gosh, there's just too much to talk about. So let me do first things first, okay? I went through my priority list in my head before I sat down here today. Nice to have you in the Asia Pacific time zone. Hey, Bobby, how you doing, man? Yeah, this is for you guys on the other side of the world. This is for you guys on the other side of the world and the guys on the East Coast. But we do need to check what time is the Raptors game on, guys. What time is the finals game on? Because there's very likely we'll have a new NBA champion tonight. So what time is that game? Somebody check it out and remind me. And in the meantime, let me do some business. I got to get some business done. So in June here, good friend Wudi, it's in 40 minutes, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, perfect. Well, we'll end about then because that'll be good because we're having, I guess my wife's hollering because there's that's baseball, right? Yeah, see, great. Oh, hey, I haven't forgotten about your headboard sticker either, dude. I haven't forgotten. Using lots of film on your Ender 3 arrived, so it's been running for about 3 days. Nice, Jenny. That's fantastic. I need to get one. Wait a minute. Who's here? Who is here? It says Amelia Bunko down there. It says Amelia Bunko. There's a stranger. How you been? I heard you did a social media fast or something. I've been squirreled today, haven't I? Already, like double squirreled at the same time. Oh, hey, Emmy, we are glad you're back. We're just glad that you that you had a good reason. That's a good reason. Take a good little hiatus from social media. But hey, we're glad you're back. We're glad to have you back. Excited to see what you've been up to. New Sonos fan controller. No news there. I totally have lost. Oh man, am I losing track of things today? All right, let's go back to this Banggood stuff. I have the Ender 3s in stock, ready to sell to local Canadians. Nice. Oh, cool. So, Will, you've got like a little store or something set up for Ender 3s? Fantastic. I need to get an Ender 3. I think I'm going to have to ask Wudi. Just send me an Ender 3 because I'm using my Taz with that big nozzle and I switched back and forth, and switching back and forth is just a pain. It just takes an extra 20, 30 minutes to switch. And I would rather xgeeks.ca. Oh, awesome. Have at it. Go to Will and get yourself a printer. But I don't want to have to keep switching back and forth. I want something that can do fine detail. So I want like maybe an Ender 3 or whatever with like a tiny 0.3 millimeter head or something I can do super fine detail with. So not to add to the squirrels, but the profile pic should be updated to show the current beard. Oh, really? Oh, is that the current beard right now? You got a sweet beard there, Jordan. It's a nice red beard just all down here. You need like a patch on your eye and a pirate, and then we call you Redbeard. That'd be fun. Glad to see the women representing. That's right, Vanessa. We got Vanessa and Jenny and Emmy here. Awesome. Had a rough time with Chinese government during your contract. Ooh, bummer. 0.4 millimeter is stock on that one. Okay, well, that's still smaller than the one I have. The CR10 Mini. Oh, that's a good idea. If it's the outdoor shot, then yes. Otherwise, no. No, Jordan, it's not. Not yet. Not yet. Drop it in Discord for us. Right now, you still got the one where you like got the blinds behind you. All right. Back to this for a minute. So my Banggood buddy Wudi. Hey, Glenn, how's it going? All right. Rob's here too. Man, saw you're doing Blue Iris. Did you jump right into Blue Iris 5 or did you stick with 4 to make the learning easier? I'm still on 4. Here, look at it. Check it out. You guys want to see my Blue Iris setup right now? There it is. There it is. This camera needs to be reset. This is one of those Pi cameras, and I think maybe the kids kicked the plug out or did something to it. That's why it's not working. And then this one is one that I set up and then I unplugged. It's not plugged back in yet. I just did this as a little video, but this is my new front yard camera. So excited about that one. It's my front door. And then I have actually already got them here. Check it out. Got them in Home Assistant. Pretty slick. Pretty slick. I still have to do the MQTT link up between Blue Iris and Home Assistant, but that's next. But yeah, so right now I'm still on 4, but my little license thing says available to upgrade to 5. When is 5 out? Is 5 out now? Is it out? Down to a 0.12 with the stock nozzle. Oh, you mean 0.12 layer heights? I mean like the nozzle tip diameter. Everything is so different in Blue Iris 5. It's making the learning curve difficult. Googling topics is not helpful since it's only been out for like 2 weeks. Ooh, man, Rob, that's a great tip. Then I am not upgrading to number. Well, you know what? For me, I mean, I'm learning it all from scratch anyway, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad to just go to 5 since I'm learning it all new anyways. That way I don't have to relearn it. What's the wire for? It's on the roof. Oh, that's snow melt, Emmy. That's snow melt. So when, in fact, that crap's expensive to run. So this is a fun story. Oh man, I'm getting so distracted. I'm never going to get to my Banggood stuff. But anyways, we will. So we were getting ice dams. So we'd get snow up here and then the sun would get on it and it would melt. And then the sun would go down, it would freeze. And we'd get snow, ice dams up here on the roof. And this gutter would freeze up and then it wouldn't drain right. And it was kind of wrecking things on the roof in the house. And so years and years ago, I went and bought, I don't even know how much I have in there, like 200 feet of this stuff. And you just lay it on there and then you plug it in. Oh, look, they're going to the barbecue. Bye. And you plug it in and then it just melts. It just heats up. It's just a big wire. It just gets warm. It gets hot and then it melts the snow some so it doesn't get the ice buildup. So how maybe 2-3 months ago, I finally got around to putting a smart switch on that circuit. And I used my Shelly 2 that has power monitoring, and that stuff was using a ton of power. It was something like 9 amps, or something to run it. I figured it out, and it was costing me like $8 a day to run that stuff, which is fine for a day or two. But the problem was it was just on a light switch downstairs. And so kids or whoever, they'd be trying to turn on the light in the hallway, and they would just turn it on, and then they'd leave it on, and it would be on for days, like in July, you know? And so I've now got it so that I control, there's not even a button. The only way to control that, the only way to turn that snow melt on is if I turn it on through Home Assistant. That way nobody else messes it up. And it's already, you know, it saves me a lot of money to do that. So, all right. Let's see where we at. Microwave still interferes though. Oh no, with what, Odo? Okay, so let me go back to this. My lawn, what happened to my lawn? There's another funny story. Oh gosh. What happened to the lawn? So I think some of you guys might have heard this. We might have talked about this the last time we did a stream. I can't remember, but my little buddy Dawson, who's he's 11 now, he's a sweet boy, always wants to help dad and stuff. And I asked him to go spray the weeds. I had this big thing of weed killer, and I asked him to go spray the weeds. But what I wanted him to spray, and I guess I wasn't clear about it, was on the other side of the van over there. There's a big empty field. There's an empty lot where there's no house, and it gets weeds that are, you know, up to your neck in the summer like this. And so I want to spray them before they really grow. And so I asked him to go spray the weeds. Well, he took this, you know, kills everything weed sprayer and sprayed the front yard. Sprayed all the weeds in the front yard. So look at this squirrel. It looks like a hydra over here or something. Like he's got all these squirrelies. It's pretty funny. So yeah, that's what happened to my front yard. So unfortunately that it'll grow back, right? Like a bad haircut, but it's going to take a while. So you just made your garage yes, all right, Mando. Were we chatting earlier today? I think I responded to something you wrote on a YouTube comment. I was finally getting back to some YouTube comments today. So yep, honest mistake. He was sweet. I didn't even mention it to him. Like I saw it happen, like after it happened. I looked at it, I was like, what happened to the yard? And I went, oh no, I know what happened. Like, it could have only been one thing in my mind at that point. But I was like, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to hurt it. You know, I don't want him to get like sad and upset that he did something really bad or wrong. So I just let it go until it started to die. And then he realized it on his own. And then we just laughed and talked about it. It was fine. So, hey, you see my window? You see that window that when I took this picture, that window was open because of my automatic opener, my crank opener. It's working. It's working great. The issue with it, the only issue with it is I 3D printed the coupling between the gear on the motor and the gear underneath the handle on the crank on the window. And PLA is strong, but you can strip it. So if there's a lot of resistance, like as it gets right to closing the window, that builds up a lot of resistance, you really has to push hard. I've stripped out 3 or 4 of them. So I need to get just a metal coupling like you use on a 3D printer, you know, on the rods on a 3D printer. So, hey, Assad, how's it going? Yeah, just put some fake stuff like in the backyard. Yeah, I have the fake stuff in the backyard, and it's fantastic. And that was one of my first thoughts. There's the backyard. That was one of my first thoughts was, let's just put the stuff from the backyard in the front yard. But that's expensive, and I'm not ready to. I got other projects I want to spend money on right now before that. So, is the Blink camera compatible with Blue Iris? Are you looking through Motion Eye right now? So I'm actually these Blink cameras, I have them connected directly to Home Assistant. There is a Blink component, and it's actually decent. So Blink cameras, they're great because they're battery powered and they just run on a couple of AA batteries. And I've had these, I have to look and see when I bought these cameras, but I haven't replaced the batteries in them yet at all. In any of them. I have 7 of them. I bought them before people sent me stuff for free. The problem with the Blink cameras, they're great for still pictures and you could set it up. Oh, holy cow, Odo. Oh no, Jordan. Holy cow, look at Jordan's beard. Let's see. That's nice, man. Holy red beard. That's awesome. So Blink cameras are great because they're really compatible. They battery powered. You can hang them anywhere. You know, the one that's taking the picture of the front of the house, that one's in a tree. Actually, this one's in a tree also. This one's just screwed to a tree branch. This one's just screwed to a tree branch. Those 2 are waterproof. So you can put them anywhere. It's like literally anywhere. And you don't have to change the battery very often at all. Every once in a while, but not that much. And I can catch a new picture if I've got it set up so I can catch new pictures pretty easily. There's services to call. But no, those are not in Blue Iris. I don't think they're listed on the Blue Iris list of things that you can, of cameras that you can bring in natively that it'll recognize, but I'm not 100% sure. But Blue Iris is pretty good. Yeah, I've been liking it so far. All right. The only day Doc streaming my morning, we have VPN issues from China. No, Sachi, no. Sorry, man. But hey, you know what? I might stream again this week. I'm going to try to. I haven't been doing it enough. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like I'm missing my homies. So, all right, let me get back to this. Speaking of sending me free stuff, Banggood buddy Rudy, he's, I'm sure that they have, their drives, their pushes. They're like, hey, we got to, sell some stuff, do some things or whatever, and try some different ways to get people to go after stuff, have sales on things or whatever. So he wants to do, or has started doing, I guess, some sort of a promotion here with a few items that he shared with me. And so I told him I will share them as part of his promotion for the next, I don't remember, it's from today or from yesterday until the end of the week, I guess. So sort of Father's Day kind of stuff. And I'm just going to go through these. I'm going to click on these and show them to you guys. We'll talk about them and I'll post the links for you. Okay. And you can check them out if there's anything here that you're interested in. But we'll do this will be like 3 minutes of commercial. All right. So I have one of these, or I had one. Actually, I sent this one to Mark M because I did not know how to use the oscilloscope. I was just having trouble with it. So it's a pretty decent looking little thing. I thought the price was lower when I looked at it earlier today. But anyways, this is one of them. So just a multimeter with the nice part about it, or the different part about it, is it's a graph. It's got a little screen. It should give you some information like an oscilloscope. I don't know that it'll be, super great as far as an oscilloscope at that price. It probably has some things it doesn't do as well. Here's a clamp meter. So this is the amp meter. You can clamp it on and get the current. This one's pretty cool. And it has a temperature sensor as well. So clamp on amp meter plus temperature sensor and $23. That's pretty good. This one, we've looked at this one. This one is one of the thinker cams that I haven't used with. The good thing and the bad thing about this one is that you get all access to all these pins, but what it doesn't have is the adapter, the FTDI kind of adapter, so the USB to serial communicator. So when you flash this, you have to use your USB to serial adapter, your FTDI adapter, and connect it with some jumpers. It does have an SD card slot, so I'm still going to use this one. I'm thinking I might use this one because I have access to those pins, such easy access to those pins. I might use this one for remember the old Huckleberry project where it was that big Nerf gun and I had motors on it and stuff, but it didn't work real well. When I did the security camera or the security system video, the alarm panel video, I was trying to make a turret, a gun with a camera on it, and that would move, and I could look down the barrel, from the screen and make things happen. So now, I mean, with where these ESP32 cameras are, with ESP Home and my ability to move motors and stuff now, I think I can re-tackle that project. And this was the one I was kind of eyeballing for that. Couple more. Oh, this is fun. This is fun and super cheap and easy. And I actually have one right here. Quick and easy way to get a bench power supply that has multiple voltages. You take a power supply from a computer, just out of an old junky computer. I just go down to shut up and take my kidney already. I just go down to the thrift store, and for $10 you can buy a computer for parts, and then I just pull the power supply out and throw everything else away. I've got 3 or 4 of those like that. And then with this thing, you don't have to do any wiring, nothing. You just unplug it, plug it into this, and then you've got easy access with these little screw terminals for 5 volts, 3 volts, and 12 volts. And for a few bucks, so that thing's cool. I like that. It's useful. I've got one down here. This is just a plain ESP32 development board. I need a good project for just an ESP32. What are you guys doing with these? With just the ESP32s? And then this one, I haven't received yet, but I'm very excited about this. This one is this heat camera. So I'll be able to point this at like a Sonoff or something, or even just these, when we hook up a temperature sensor to an ESP8266 of any kind, we always get these, it's off by a bit, right? And it's because the chip gets warm. The ESP8266 gets warm. So with this, I'll be able to point that at that, and it can tell me what that temperature is based on, versus what temperature is on the parts that aren't getting as hot. So I can make a calculation and adjust, just minus a few degrees and just be accurate about it. But I can also just get an idea of, wow, is that thing getting overheated, So, and 40% off. It's a compact, nice little guy. I mean, I'm kind of excited. This is the one I'm most excited about. It's in the mail. I haven't got it yet. But yeah, it's just a little tiny camera. So, all right, now I'm just going to spam you with these links, okay? All right, here we go. And then I'll catch back up on chat. And thank you for indulging. Thank you for listening while I become an infomercial for a few minutes. I try not to do this very much. You guys know me, but Rudy has treated me well, and I want that relationship to continue. It's the best. It's the best of all worlds. It's better than when somebody sends me a product that I'm not that interested in and says, "Hey, would you review this?" I'd rather have the ability to say, "Hey, I'm going to do this crazy project. Can you send me the parts?" And Rudy always says yes. So when he needs my help, I want to be there for him. So, all right, I think that's all I had. Cool. All right. Yeah, and it helps my channel for sure, Colin. For sure, helps me a lot. Those all have affiliate links too, so there's a few cents that goes in my piggy bank whenever you use those. All right, now back to some of this stuff. Okay. All right, let's go. I'll start with the new stuff. Sorry, I'll have to go back and see what I missed in the chat. But all right, brand new to Home Assistant and trying to set up motion detector to turn on the light when I enter a room. Is there an example files there for this? What do you got? Do you guys want to point Timothy at an example that you would use for that? There are plenty, Timothy. The place I would probably start anytime, I've got mine, but the place that I would probably start with any of those kinds of things is the Home Assistant. Is it just called Examples? What's it called, guys? Is it a cookbook or something? Examples. I would look in here. And then you've got a lot of people who do a way better job. You'll notice my configuration is not in here. Frank made another comment today about how my every time he looks at my configuration file, and it's like 2,000 lines of YAML that he gets a little sad inside. So you just kind of poke through some of these and see there might be some here. Dim the lights when playing music. There should be something easy like that. Turn on the lights when you come in the room. You have a motion. I could walk through that too, but let's see if anybody can just pop you a simple example of that, and then we can go from there. Sent you can email with some exciting news for the ESP32 Shelly lovers. Oh, awesome. Well, let's check it out, Tony. I've been looking at your friend's project there. This is always when I leak my friends' phone numbers. This is an image of the board for your ESP32 Pico D4 temperature humidity sensor that is designed to fit in the Shelly HT enclosure. Dimitar and I have been talking about replacing it, or about a replacement for the Shelly HT, as it runs on an STM32 ESP8266, and he would like to get it running on a single chip like the 32. He was kind enough to send me some enclosures so I can test, and when I have them working, I will send him some for review. We're also working at door sensors and other battery-powered sensors. I love it, Tony. Thank you, man. Thanks for doing that. And I'm so happy you're hooked up with those guys, because I like Dimitar. They're doing things the right way. So good for you, man. That's awesome. What's up? Keep up your awesome work. Thanks, Cloud. Is that what it says? Or Cloud? Sound? Thanks, man. Sadly, none works well. Oh, none of... Hey, Stefan, how's it going? All right, let's see. Any PTZ camera with MQTT? Off the shelf, MQTT? Probably not. But Nicholas, I haven't done it yet, but in Blue Iris, check this out. So here's a couple things about Blue Iris. One is when you've got a PTZ camera, when you have a pan tilt zoom camera and you tell it that it's a pan tilt zoom camera, you can click on it right in Blue Iris and make it move. Whoa. It's very, very sensitive. And in Blue Iris, what's this telling me? Status. I wonder why that's red. And it doesn't seem like it should be red. If I click on this and I go to camera properties, I haven't set this up yet, but you can do... Is it in here, guys? No, maybe it's up here. It's in settings. That would be silly to set it up for each camera. There is digital and IoT, and then configure MQTT. Oh, look, I did set it up, but I haven't actually so each camera then is going to have command topics and state topics, I would guess. And you can send it. So it'll send you information about whether there's been a motion detected. And I'm hoping that you can send pan tilt messages. Actually, we got several Blue Iris users here, Rob and the others. Maybe you guys can tell us. Can you send a command like to make it pan tilt through this? I would sure hope you could. I'd be surprised if you couldn't. But I've been surprised before. Taking a look at this amazing project, Ultimate PC Windows. Ooh, let's check it out. IoT link, MQTT, Internet of Things integration service to provide Internet of Things integration with Windows using MQTT. So you can. This is saying you can use MQTT to control things on your Windows machine. Open source software. Dummy. What does it do? Troubleshooting developers. What does it do though? Sweet. Well, here you guys go. Check that out if you're interested. You can send commands. Yeah, okay, good. Good, Antonio. Thank you. I was assuming that's what you would be able to do with it. And that's really actually pretty good. You can do shutdown and restart stuff using MQTT. That's awesome. Because then you could have Home Assistant do it for you. Like automatically, automated. That's great. I think I saw somebody post something. I don't know if this was the one, but something about that where you can control Windows computer stuff with Home Assistant. So very cool. It looks good. Good work.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
I wasn't talking to you. All right. Where was I, fellas? Where was I? You can monitor the battery of your laptop, log on and off users. Oh, it's nice. Modular people can create add-ons of any sort. Very useful. Awesome, man. That's cool. Monitor everything in your Windows PC. That's important because this Windows PC now is going to be running for me a lot because it's going to have Blue Iris running for, so I'm going to need to do some things to it occasionally. So that's awesome. All right, I totally missed so much chat back there. Taught high school culinary arts for 38 years. Now you truly believe that very specific directions are necessary. That was Carlton. I was just reading an old post here from a few minutes ago. All right. Blink camera compatible with both. We read that one. Let's see. I hear you hyped on RTSP a lot. Is that just another OnVIF-like protocol? Yes, Odo. Yeah. So, and I'm no camera pro, far from it. But I'm learning little bits. OnVIF uses HTTP. Is this right, fellas? Tell me if I'm wrong. But that's what I've noticed when I go. Like if I pull up one of those cameras, you can see the address. I'll pull up like one of these is like this one. And when I pull up the camera properties here and I go under configure, you can see the address is HTTP. Okay. But when I look at a different one, and so that was an OnVIF. This was OnVIF that I set that up as an OnVIF compatible camera or something. But then some of these, like this one, this is a WiseCam with the RTSP protocol stuff on it. So let's hope it doesn't make me a liar. Yeah, see, so this is RTSP. So I guess with RTSP, you can't just type it into like Google, or sorry, you can't just type it into Chrome and have it show up. But with these OnVIF cameras, you can. So yeah, RTSP is just like that. Or it's very similar, whatever. I'm sure there's probably a lot of people that would tell me why those aren't the same. But anyways. Ooh, can you run shell commands? Ooh. Do you know you can control your FOSCAM's pan tilt via buttons in Home Assistant, right? No, Creative. Send me some link. Actually, yes, I did. I've done that before. But I didn't know you could do pan tilt. Can you do pan tilt like and watch it move? Because what I did before was just send preset information. So if you had presets saved, then you could click the preset button. It would go to the presets. That was like a year ago, so it might be different. It's live. Oh, cool. That's different. Unify is painful. Some devices will not connect at all. Oh, bummer. You can pull up RTSP on VLC Media Player too. Yeah, I do that. Travis, how you doing, man? By the way, I saw you in there. I didn't get to say hi yet. Yeah, you can. And when I'm trying to sort out whether or not, because going through the process here of setting up one of these cameras, if you don't get it right, it can kind of takes several minutes to like, okay, go in here and configure, and you change some things here and it didn't work. And you kind of, I've struggled a few times to get the right, mostly to get the right stuff here, so it says the right thing up here, because this is easy. This one it found, it's not really a Foscam. Oh yeah, this one is a Foscam actually. No, this one is a Foscam, you're right. It's an outdoor one with no pan tilt. But anyways, a quick way to troubleshoot and to try, like if I can't remember the password or something silly, then I just pull up VLC player and put the RTSP line in there, and then it tells you almost instantly if you've got it right or not. So yellow moves, cam blue presets. Oh, cool. Okay. What do you got? Send something here. All right. Ubiquity's sweet, been rocking for over a year. I'm wondering if like today so here's a funny thing. When I didn't have internet earlier today and couldn't start the stream when I wanted to, it still worked to do, like I got on my Mac and it still worked, but my phone didn't work, but the Windows computer worked. So I don't think it was my router, and I'm sorry, I don't think it was my modem. I don't think it was my internet service provider. I think it was my Google Wi-Fi routers giving me grief. I don't know. Just noticed you're doing a live feed on camera feeds, but I'm just about to go to bed. They're hollering at me downstairs. It's all right, Tony. We'll do more about cameras, buddy. We'll do more about cameras. Hold on a second. I'm going to mute this for a second so I can yell. Okay. We have a neighborhood barbecue thing going on out front today. And so I got to go be a good neighbor. And my boys, I'm sure my two boys are probably laying in their beds watching YouTube on their phones or something. So we're going to have to go. Yeah, let's do stickers. In fact, so I set it up. I don't want to do the keyword. Let's just do active users. Okay. I'm going to go through and pop everybody in here, but just go ahead and hit some stuff in the chat right now. I started doing that active user or the keyword thing, but oh, Bruno's here. Hey, man. So let me tell you about this, guys. Do you remember that Bruno does those on free or oh no free? How do you say it? You'll have to send me like a sound file of how you pronounce that. But it's he's from Portugal. It's the Portuguese Shelley. I think that's an okay thing to be called, Bruno. I hope that doesn't bother you, but being the Portuguese Shelley is flattering in I think in our community. We all think pretty highly of Shelley, so that's good stuff. Anyways, I got Bruno's device working with some touch switches and a motion sensor, and I'm gonna install a couple of them here real soon. So. All right, I think I've eligibilized everybody. Nope. Okay, so that should be mods and users. Oh, and we'll just make sure, because sometimes it'll pop people in here and it won't make them. And if you win and you've already won and you don't want the stickers, that's okay. I'll just leave you in there. It's no big deal. Well, am I gonna breaking Wemo? Oh, I don't know about that, Tom. Hey, how's it going, by the way? I haven't seen you in forever. I didn't know there was a 94.1 yet. I'm still on 94. But yeah, let's look at it real quick. I know 94 broke a couple things. I really, really hope that we're going to get less breaks very soon. I don't remember who it was. Was it on Facebook? Somebody again today was saying, I can't do. Oh, no, it was a YouTube comment that I was answering from a live stream that when we had BK Hobby, who is part of our community. He's on Discord with us and Facebook and stuff, but he's an OpenHab user. Instead of Home Assistant, he uses OpenHab. And they do much less frequent stable releases. So you don't get as many new features as fast, but when you do get a new block and it's 3-4 months, whatever, and they say, okay, this is stable, it's stable, So if somebody was saying he was going to do that because of the breaking changes and stuff. But hopefully, as we're getting closer to 1.0, we should hopefully be getting better at that. So, do you still have to be on YouTube to be eligible for the stickers? I don't know, Jason. You look like you're on YouTube though. I can see your logo. The people that it says, if because there's only a few people on Twitch. If it says Restream Bot, like Creative, he's on Twitch, and probably a couple others. Probably Satan's Playground, a couple of those guys, right? Father Time. There's probably a couple guys. So, yes, I think so. Unless it just puts, it's possible that it puts Restream Bot in here. Oh, see, it's not getting everybody as eligible. I wonder why. So I'll have to go through that and make sure they're all eligible. It may be still doing the keyword thing. But I wonder why it would. How do I do that? What? Now it only says 40. Didn't we have 60 a minute ago? We had 60 eligible a minute ago. Now we have 40. Anyways, I need more time. I need more time to fix this stuff. Ooh, speaking of fixing stuff, just two of us on Twitch. No stickers for you, Assad. All right, man. Did it drop off? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Maybe it took, I don't know. I don't know. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. Hopefully it'll stop. And see, it's putting people on there, but it's not putting them on there as eligible. Oh, I know why. That's why. Because it was only 5 minutes. So the people that were on there, because before I even really technically started it, there were already some eligible people. And that was, hey, Charlie's here. This is a good way to see who's here. It's roll call. Roll call. Anyways, it's a good way. So Assad, did you not want any, or you want me to keep making you eligible? I can't remember. Did you win or something? Anyways, that was why, because I had it set to 5 minutes and now it's 15 minutes. Sorry. YouTube says 140 watching. Yeah. There is a way to just pick somebody random out of the chat. But we tried it last time, remember, and it didn't work. Or it did, but I don't know how well it works. The odds are getting better. How many Wi-Fi devices do I have connected at one time? About 100, Chris, right now. Yeah, it's steadily growing, you know. I add a few, seems like every couple of weeks. But yeah, we had some friends in town, and when they were in town with their phones and everything, it was like 107. But I think just me and the stuff we have running, we're in the 90s. Yep, we're in the 90s. It's getting heavy. Probably microwaving our brains. Am I using Unify? No. I would if I have to replace anything, if I would. But for right now, let's see if it does. Let's see if it does Twitch, Satan's Playground, or anything. I don't think it will, man. Gosh. Oh, by the way, Emmy, now that you're back, right before you took your little hiatus, you won stickers. You won some stickers, and I just needed your address. So send me your address in Discord, and I have stickers for you from like 6 months ago. Well, they're not the same stickers. I gave those to somebody else, but I'll give you new ones. Looks like you missed the whole stream. Sorry, Shane. Yeah, and this will be a short one because we got a basketball game in 5 minutes. There's the championship in 5 minutes. So once we get up to about 60, we'll do it. Wish you could get your $2,000 back from Unify. Oh no, $2,000. Dang. Just done your 20th Tasmota, Stefan. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm sorry, Asa. That's a bummer. Yeah, well, some of these guys swear by the Unify, so maybe they can help you get straightened out or get it so you're happy with it at least, because that sucks, spending that much money and not having something that you're happy with. Okay, let's see. I was talking about something else. I don't want to go off this screen because I don't want it to start over or anything. I can't remember what I was thinking about. You guys remember for me? We gotta do the squirrel thing again. Maximum limits ESP home devices on homesteads. No, I can't imagine there would be. Torgonite, I can't imagine there would be. Hey, there's Charlie. Got on Tasmota now is the RF bridge. And the RF bridge, I'm not ready to replace that with anything else. That thing's just too stable. It's working too well for me. The Sonoff RF working to learn the garage RF controls. You did, Mark? Did you do the It's funny to get stickers before the roll. Mark, so what did you have to do? Did you have to put new firmware on the chip, on the Wi-Fi or the RF chip part of it? Has anyone tried to figure out these devices with IPv6? Not I. You're not on the list anymore? Creative, were you? I'll tell you what, Creative, you send me that video you made, the dancing thing, and I'll send you some stickers. Yeah, I don't know. You'd been up here, I would have thought, right? Well, that's too bad. Gone now. Hashtag fix. There's so many things that need fixing. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I had a breakthrough on the bug. Nobody's asked me about the bug today, but every time somebody asks me about the bug, I go, oh man, nothing's happened with the bug in forever. Until this week. Finally made some progress on the bug. So I was able to get a template built now out of wood. It still needs to be out of steel, but so far out of wood, a template for an adapter. How's the bug, Father Time? Since you're asked, well, thanks for asking. But the thing that was holding me back even more was the testing. Oh, now you should be on there. Now that you're in YouTube. Give it a second here. There you go. Okay. We'll make sure to do it before the time runs out. The time must have run out. I yapped for too long. So the coupler, getting the shaft from the motor drive and the shaft from the transmission on the bug to spin together, right? You got to have something that goes over the both of them and grabs on and spins. So the forklift motor has a gear on both sides, on both ends of the motor. One end was what the forklift used to drive the wheels, went into the differential on the forklift and it drove the wheels. And that was the end that I just had thought from the beginning I would use. But I didn't, when I took it out of the forklift, I didn't take the coupling from the forklift differential. I thought, well, I'll be able to get it. You know, it looked like it was in there. It was going to take me a couple more hours to get it. And I was like, I'm just going to go. I'll get it later. And then I could not find anything that would fit. Fortunately, on the other side of the motor, there's another gear, and that was for a brake. So it's not quite as robust, but it's still more robust than the transmission shaft on the bug. So it'll be able to handle whatever forces, whatever torque it's got to withstand to spin the bug through the transmission. And I have the adapter for that end. I have the coupling for that end. And now I have my brother sent me the clutch plate from the bug, which I had left at my dad's house because I was like, I don't need it. I'm not going to use a clutch. But then I didn't think about it. I needed the gear in the middle. So now I've got the gear from the clutch plate, and I've got a gear for the brake side on the forklift motor. So now I can mesh those two pieces together, and that will give me the coupling that I need. So that's exciting. I just need a couple days off work to fix it. All right, guys, let's do the drawing. Are you ready? I saw a couple people saying hi. Who was it? Ishmeet? I saw Ishmeet. Yeah, hey man, how's it going? Tickets, stickers. All right, we gotta go. We gotta get this. We gotta get everybody to the game here. Bump. All right, let's make sure everybody is eligible. It's on here. Ishmeet. Oh, did you? Ishmeet won because he already had stickers. We'll take Ishmeet off there. That's funny. I wish there was a better way. If anybody can do research and figure out a better way to do this, where it'll keep track of who won and a whole bunch of that kind of stuff, please send it my way, okay? Because I want to do this better than we're doing it. All right, here we go. Let's roll it. I don't have any kids in here. The kids are all at the barbecue, so it'll just be me rolling it today. Colin Hickey. Congratulations. How's it going? Congratulations. All right, man. Send me your address on Discord, and we'll send you some stickers. All righty. Woohoo! Colin won. All right, let's do another one. You guys ready? Guys and gals? Fellas? It ends with an A, so it's a female word too. James Hayes. James Hayes. Congratulations, man. All right, you two. Send me messages in Discord with your addresses, and I will write down your names right now on my magic list right here so that I don't forget who won, and I know to look for your names. All right. We had James and Colin. Sweet. All right, everybody. No fancy sign off today. It's just me. Got a barbecue to go to, and the Raptors game's coming on. So good luck to all the fans of whatever team you're rooting for. And I guess when is Game 7 of the Stanley Cup? That's in a day or two also, isn't it? That'll be pretty awesome. The winner shows up on the chat about 5 seconds before the video. Oh, that's cool. All right, guys. Hey, maybe I'll do another one tomorrow. If not, this Sunday is Father's Day, so I can do whatever I want, and I want to stream. So I'll stream on Father's Day for sure. I'll have to stream, take a nap, and then I have to go into work. I have to work all night. But such is the life of the rock star, I guess. So, all right, fellas and ladies. Thanks for watching. Till next time, adios. Go Bruins. Good luck, man. Good to have you back too, Emmy. Glad you're here. All right. Good night, everybody. Take care.